It's your boy JD back with another one. Today we will be doing front brake pads on a 2013 Honda Civic. So first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your back wheels are chalked off with a wheel chalk or a brick or something of a heavy object, and make sure that your parking brake is up. Next thing you want to do is you want to get your jack stand. I mean, not your jack stand, but your floor jack. You want to go ahead and put it somewhere along the pin trail. And then once you get the vehicle jacked up, you want to go ahead and put your jack stand down right next to it. Now, with the newer jack stands, you do want to make sure that you have the pin in between it, just as another safety mechanism. So once you do this, you can let down on the jack a little and let it rest on the jack stand. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take off the lug nuts. These are 19 millimeter lug nuts. Now, if you are using a lug wrench, you want to go ahead and break it loose while it's on the ground because the tire will spin when you're in the air. Luckily for me, I do have a battery impact, so I can do it while the vehicle is jacked up. Alright, so once you get your wheel off, go ahead and remove your top and bottom bolt. You do want to make sure that the vehicle is cooled off or it will be pretty hot. Now, it is a 13 millimeter for both bolts. Now, if you are doing just the pads, go ahead and just take out just the bottom bolt, just down right here. It'll focus. And you can just lift the caliper up and slide it out with the sliding pin. Now, if you are doing the rotors, you will have to remove both the top and bottom bolt. And also, you will have to move this Phillips head screw. Now, me personally, I do have a special bit for this screw. But if not, you can use a regular screwdriver and a hammer. And you would want to spray some rust penetrant in there. Now, if you are removing the rotor, it will be two 17 millimeter bolts. That is the bottom one. And I'm not sure if I can see the top one up right there. So once you get all of that removed, you will be able to remove the brake caliper and the brake rotor. All right, once you get your brake caliper off, you do want to go ahead and take off your brake pads and put your new ones on. You also want to make sure that you take out these sliding pins. This is the one on the bottom. This is the one up top that's still left in, and you do want to clean these off and make sure that you re-grease them. If not, they can cause uneven brake wear. And then also the brake pad sensor, you do want to make sure it is to the back and that your brake wear sensor is at the top. Alright, so before you put your springs on, you want to go ahead and depress the brake caliper. As you can see here, I have my brake brake caliper depressor, and I have a pad in front of it, and I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze. Now you can find these tools on Amazon or at your local parts store. So once I have the caliper released, as you can see now, set that wrong. Now, once I have the caliper depressed, as you can see now, it will slide over the new brake pads. Now, when I was taking off these pads, as you realize these guys didn't have these little brake holder shims. Now with these, as you can see, brake pads have holes in them, top and bottom. So you want to make sure that you put the pins in each hole facing bottom like this, and then with the other pin facing top like this. Now, when you guys are putting this in, these springs, since they are new, they will have a lot of bounce to them. So I would recommend just making sure you have your caliper near, and that way you can just go ahead and just fold it down on top of it. All right, now once you have your brake caliper back on, you want to go and make sure you tighten up your bolts. You want to make sure that it is hand tight, and you do not want to over tighten them. Now, once it's tight, you want to give it a good shake. It should have a little play in it. That's because you haven't pressed back down on the brakes yet. Now you can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side and repeat the same process. Now, after you put both of your wheels back on, you will want to step down on the brakes 5 to 10 times to build back the brake fluid pressure throughout the brake calipers. If you do not do this, your vehicle will not stop. So you want to go ahead and do this first before you start the vehicle.